last night's game. You guys had 4 or 5 pretty tough losses this year.
I mean, the mood is down, knowing it's a game that we should have had. But at the end of the day, we came back in, got some work again, watched some film, try to get better, get prepared for Boston.
How do you slow down what they got with Tatum and Brown? They have 55 and 14 between.
It's gonna be a team. It's gonna be a team effort. I mean, but they got to figure out ways to slow us down too. So they got to prepare for us. We got to prepare for them. But it's gonna be a team effort on the defensive end to slow down their 2 superstars.
Reggie, given the shooting right now, are you like almost in disbelief that this is happening to you? That this is just not happening the way you want it to happen?
To an extent, I still believe in my shot. I still know. I mean, if you look back at the beginning of last season, I didn't shoot the ball extremely well. The team stayed with me, and I just started clicking, started finding my groove. So I'm not super locked in on my misses. I just come back in, prepare, get ready for the next game, get my reps in, believe in my shot, and just go out and continue to take the same ones. But my teammates believe in me, the organization, the staff is continuing to believe in me, and they know what I bring to the team.
I understand analytics say you don't start shooting well until after Thanksgiving or after Christmas. Which one?
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I don't know. But I mean, I know I don't usually start the seasons off shooting the ball extremely well, but that's all analytical. I'm not an analytical guy. I believe that, I am a great shooter, and it's just all about confidence to continue to keep shooting the ball. Who came up with analytics anyway? Who came up with it? Who came up with it?
One guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you never shot under 30% from three-point in your whole career, so this is really.
Yeah. I never have, but the end of the season I never have. But I mean, to start the season up and down, it's still early. I mean, I probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now if I would have hit all of them that I've been taking. So, still a chance out there for me to be able to continue to take the shots and make them. So, I'm good, man. It's just all about us just winning, getting team W's. I don't care what my percentage is, as long as we get a W.
What's your concern level of potentially having to play without Spencer?
Next man up, next man in the rotation. Be up, be ready, prepared to play. We know how important Spence is to this team. His decision making, his scoring ability. But we got a deep team, and I feel like somebody can be able to come into his role and be able to pick up where he left off. And then when we get Spence back, he'll be back in good motion.
Yeah, he hit that game winner in Boston last year, Spence.
Yeah. Spence known for hitting big time shots, so. And then he hit one in Brooklyn too. Yeah. So he's a gamer, but we deep enough to be able to have somebody step in and fill that role.
Reggie, do you ever feel like there's a difference? For years they always talk about how the East was like the rougher conference. It was much more physical type of play than the West. You played the East for a little bit with the Knicks. I mean, is there anything to that?
Well, I mean, from when I was playing in the East, everybody was saying the West teams was a lot better, so it'd be a lot fight to make it into the playoffs. And the East was a little bit easier.
No, I'm just saying from a physical standpoint.
From a physical standpoint,
how the game is played.
I do feel like East has probably got a little bit more physicality to them with the teams like we're about to be matched up against Boston, the Torontos, where it's pretty much everybody across the board, 6'7", 200 and some pounds, playing the point forward. So it's a lot of different teams over there playing a different type of styles. But I mean, I would definitely say it's definitely a difference, though.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Reggie.
Yeah.
He wants a couple.
Do you have an update on Spencer?
Yeah, he just watched. He did some things, but he just watched pretty much our practice. But he feels good.
Any estimation of whether he might miss some time?
Not that I know of. We'll see how he feels tomorrow, but I'm hoping that he's ready to go on Wednesday.
How about Maxey?
Maxey did some things today. He's going in the right direction.
Any chance you think he'll go in the trip?
I think he will. Yes.
Chance to play?
That we'll see. As he did some things today, we'll see how he feels, and hopefully do a couple of things before we fly to Boston tomorrow.
You guys have obviously had a rough patch, a couple of losses that maybe, they got away from you. When you're 9-7 and you hit a rough patch, is there consideration given to changing rotation?
Yeah, you look at. I would disagree with the rough patch. There's a lot of teams that are 9-6, 9-7. So I wouldn't say Sacramento's in a rough patch. It's early. Everybody's bunched up. We're trying to figure out. Guys are playing different roles, come from different teams, and so we're just trying to figure out where the best case scenario for them to be successful. Spencer's already figured that out. He's having success. Luka's having success. We got to get our shooters to make some open shots, but our defense is playing at a high level. It's putting us in a position to win. We're just not making shots at the right time.
How are you evaluating Jaden Hardy and his NBA ready availability? How are you kind of, he's not playing right now?
Yeah, he's doing everything we've asked him to participate in the G League. There's a lot of people in front of him, so he's got to be patient. When you talk about the likes of Josh and the journey he's taken, I would look at something close to that. I'm not saying that that's in stone, but look at Josh's journey. He didn't play the first year, and see the growth here in the 3 years. It's about growing. We'll see if he gets minutes, but right now there's just too many people in front of him.
Christian Wood ranks second on the team in second half scoring, but seventh in minutes. What would you like to see from him to get more second half minutes going forward?
Yeah, I think for C. Wood, he's doing, in the first game against Denver, he did everything well. In that first half, we look at Josh and we look at Davis, gives us a spark. And now it becomes, we were sluggish. We held, Luka out for a minute there in the fourth to let that group run. So it's a matter of who's going well. There's no guarantee, you earn your minutes. And so every game is different. This isn't CYO where you're allowed to play because of whatever reason. This is a team, and Davis and JaVale and Greeny did a great job for their teammates to give them a chance to win. And so minute-wise, also, you look at the roster. The roster's heavy. We got a lot of bigs. And, the beauty of this, too, is Maxi's out. So when Maxi comes back, someone has to be unselfish. And that's what, good teams can do. They can be unselfish. It's not about minutes or scoring. It's about winning. And so for C. Wood, his minutes will go up. We're only. This is just the start of the journey. We're 16 games into this. And so I see his minutes going up. But we do have a roster of bigs.
Jason, when you see Reggie struggling with a shot like that, is there anything in particular that you see or that you can do to help him out of that?
Yeah, keep shooting. Yeah. We saw this last year. No one's panicking. It's about continue to trust the process. He's put in the work. We believe the next shot's going in. We talk about making the right plays. His teammates trust him, and so that's just something that every player goes through. Sometimes it's in the beginning, sometimes it's in the middle, and you never want to struggle at the end. So, when we talk about Reggie, we didn't talk about his shooting at the middle or the end of the season. So it's just something that he kind of goes through.
What's the challenge of trying to slow down Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when they're going to have the ball a lot and they have 55 and 14?
Yeah, they're balling. One of the best teams in the league, best duo in the league. Puts a lot of pressure on our defense. So this is a good test for us on the defensive end.
Back to Wood briefly. He was asked last night if he would like to have more clarification or clearer idea of his role, but I guess I always thought that those things are pretty clearly communicated. Do you feel like those things are?
Yeah, I think a lot of times players in the moment, want more, and that's fair. Like he would like to play more. Every game is different. You have guys who, again, Davis and Greeny, helped us, put us in a position to win the game. Unfortunately, we didn't win the game. Someone has to sacrifice. You look at C. Wood, you look at Timmy. Someone has to give up minutes And those were the two guys last night. Because those other two put us in a position to win that game. And so you always want players that want minutes. You want guys that want to play, and Seawood is a guy that's going to play, and we know he wants to play. And so hopefully we can get him more minutes here going forward.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
One quick one. It seems that teams are trapping Luka earlier in games and ball screen coverages. What have you seen in those situations? And is there anything you would like to improve about those plays?
To improve, that's easy. Just make the open shot. I don't know what else we could do. I don't think that's I don't think it's hurting us. I don't know if we're fourth or fifth in efficiency with open shots. So we know they're going to take the ball out of Luka's hand. We're very comfortable with DP or Seawood or Doe playmaking in those situations, even JaVale. And so I don't know if we're not going to try to reinvent the wheel. I'm a little confused on the question. Can you give me a better angle of the question?
Yeah, I just noticed that normally in second halves, teams have started to go out of their base defense, but in the first half, it seems to be happening sooner in the last couple of games. Do you feel that teams are sort of trying to take the ball out of Luka's hands earlier in the last couple of games? And is there anything that you could see to improve in that approach since the offense has kind of slowed a little bit in the early parts?
Yeah, I think it comes down to making open shots. It's real simple. He causes a problem, which we're lucky to have, and so it's just the opportunities of being able to make threes. I think we shoot 41 of them, right? We got to start making some, and so I think the thing about Luka is I think the number one player in the first quarter. He goes big, and so he understands that they're going to take the ball out of his hands. And he trusts that his teammates are going to make the right play. But it just comes down to making open shots.